Can you believe it? I had to reshoot the intro for this video because this house flip ended up selling faster than any flips I've ever done. We sold it in just 5 days. It was all kind of crazy, so let me explain it really quickly before we get into the tour. When we were done with the remodel and put the house on the market for sale, we got multiple offers, and one of them was an all cash offer. It's pretty common for all cash offers to close in 7 to 10 days, but this time the buyer wanted the house so badly that they had to compete against all other offers, so they shortened the timeline to 5 days. And this entire project from purchase to sale was less than 3 months. So I had to pay a prepayment penalty to my lender because it was too short of a time frame. But it was all worth it. And let me show you all the work we did on this project so you can see why it was so appealing to buyers. But make sure you stick until the very end because I'm going to share all the numbers, and those are some seriously really good numbers. Let's start from the front yard. The yard really didn't look that bad. There were some big bushes that were well manicured and it didn't look bad. But we still decided to take them out because they just didn't give people this fresh and welcoming feel. So we decided to do our usual grass, and it instantly brightens up this outside area. And closer to the house, there were some more bushes over here, and we took those out and replaced them with smaller plants that has colors, so it makes this area really inviting and very pleasant. In terms of the building structure, it was a very tired blue-gray color. So we got rid of it and used this light and dark gray color combo that really accentuates the architectural features and make the house very bright. But the biggest change is actually a subtle kind of adjustment we made. So there were some vertical trim that went through from the top to bottom that looked so dated and very old school. So we decided to remove those. It didn't cost a lot of money, probably overall about $1,000, but then it changed the whole appearance of the home. And then we also, at the front railing, we added some more bars horizontally so it's more safe, and we prevented the safety hazard. Now welcome inside. In this entryway area, we replaced the light fixture with new recessed lights and removed the linoleum floors and continued the hardwood floors throughout the house into this area as well, so it looked less segmented and it also feels a little bigger. And then in the living room, it really doesn't feel like it changed that much because we didn't do much to the fireplace other than painting, and we also added some recessed lights to brighten up the area and repainted the interior, but overall it almost seemed like it stayed pretty much the same because this area didn't need that much work. This dining and kitchen area is where we made more changes. There was a pony wall here with cabinet on the kitchen side that we took out, and also there was the floor to ceiling cabinet on this side that we removed to open up this area, and I feel like the flow is so much better. And in this dining room, we replaced the old school ceiling fan with this very modern light fixture. In the kitchen, there were really old white cabinets that we had to take out. We pretty much kept all the fixtures and appliances where they were, but we decided to remove the wall oven to replace it with a slide-in range because this kitchen is very small. When you have a wall oven, you have to have separate cooktop, and then the wall oven also goes from floor to ceiling, and it makes this kitchen feel even more cramped. And the changes we made, especially the two-tone cabinets, really gave this kitchen more style. This first bedroom looked pretty much the same. we replaced the bifold closet doors because they are so outdated. And we could keep the same window because it was already double pane, so it really saved us some money there. And we added a new ceiling light and repainted the interior and also refinished the floors because the old flooring color was much darker and it wasn't the new desirable natural color. But overall, I think the biggest change is probably the staging here because we have a smaller bed and it's now a very cute girls' room. This bedroom is pretty much the same in terms of the scope of work. New ceiling light, new interior paint, and new floor refinish. But we did a lot more in this guest bathroom. This bathroom was a little bit bigger before because there was this kind of nook area where the vanity just sets into. But we decided to pull the wall back so that we could give that space to the primary bedroom to enlarge the shower, which I'm going to show you. But other than that, this bathroom got a big makeover with all new tiles, all new fixtures, and it feels so much more updated. The primary bedroom and bathroom looked just fine before. There was a standard size bathroom and also a couple reach-in closets that were sufficient. If you know me, you know one of my biggest pet peeves is I hate wasted space. And there was so much of it over here. This was kind of a landing area over here where you go in the old primary bathroom from the door right here, and the reach-in closets were in the back and on the side. So a lot of this area was not utilized. So we decided to relocate the doorway to the primary bath into the bedroom. So now you can just access it without having to go through the closets. And we also changed the locations of the vanity, the shower, and the toilet so that it's more of a traditional layout. And pushing out the vanity in the guest bathroom really allowed us to enlarge the shower. Now it's a very good sized shower that's super comfortable. And all the finishes here are completely new and is so much more functional. And the closet side is also huge. I was pleasantly surprised how big of a walk-in closet it is now, and it's so desirable because the primary closet is the closet that buyers really pay the most attention to. From the stairs off of the dining room, we get to the backyard. This concrete patio was already here, so we just left it because it's in good condition. But the rest of the backyard was so bare. There was not any landscaping, and we added a lot of new grass so that it's more family friendly, and also the plants on the sides make it feel very welcoming. And then we added this back fence because it was a wired fence before. It was very unsightly and lack of privacy. So now this is a very usable yard and very desirable. If you don't look too closely, the house may not seem that different from the before, but a lot of things actually went into this new home that made it very appealing to the buyers. For example, we refinished the entire floors and also added new hardwood floors in the kitchen area and in the hallway. And that made the house feel more consistent and the quality feels so much better. That cost $6,000. And then we also added the new landscaping in the front and backyard, which cost $15,000. But it really made this house more welcoming. What you can't see here is the roof. We replaced the roof, which cost $20,000. It's quite expensive, but it gives buyers a peace of mind because they don't have to worry about any roof leaks for about 30 years. So overall, this is now a dream home package that all these small, even invisible renovations go into it and complete this whole package. Now let's get to the numbers. I purchased this house for $1 million and we put about $140,000 into the renovation and ended up selling the house for 1.4. So that gives us a profit of $160,000. Which is really high considering how small the investment is and how low this price point was. It's about 13% return on the project, and if we annualize the return, it's a whopping 63%. So it's an incredible deal and also my favorite type of deal because we were able to get in and out so quickly. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much and see you next time.